And for the Manchester United manager, Ruben Amorim, because earlier on we brought you Manchester United 1, Brighton 3, 6 home league defeats now for United this season at Old Trafford. This is what the United manager had to say in his press conference afterwards.
In 10 games in Premier League, we won 2. I know that. Imagine what is this for a fan of Manchester United. Imagine what is this for me. So we are getting a new coach that is losing more than the last coach. I have full knowledge of that. Like I said, I'm not going to change, no matter what. And I know we can succeed, but we need to survive this moment because I'm not naive. And I know that we need to survive now. So we are being the worst team, maybe, in history of Manchester United. I know that you want headlines, but I'm saying that because we have to acknowledge that and to change that. So here you go, your headlines.
And there are some headlines as well. He's not mincing his words there. He's hinting that this group of players could be the worst in Manchester United's history. Do you make of that?
I'd say maybe less talk and better performances would be better right now. I mean, it's tough, really, because everybody likes him because he's probably one of the best talkers I've ever heard as a man, especially as a foreign language. You know, as a Portuguese speaker, to come and speak English the way he does, I find remarkable. But nobody wants him to change. Just adjust. Just tweak it a little bit. You can see 2 and 3 goals every game. Everybody plays through you. Southampton came to Old Trafford and are one of the worst teams we've ever seen in Premier League history. 6 points from 60, and they popped it around like Barcelona. So it's not about, nobody wants him to not have success. Everybody wants him to. But right now, you got to keep the boat afloat, and you got to find a way to hang in there. You know, and the way they played against Southampton and today against Brighton, I don't think any of us before the game thought they were going to beat Brighton, which is ridiculous. You know, they should be able to beat Brighton, even if they got some of the issues that they have. But there's a lot of, I mean, again there, I mean, Baleba, he could probably start from Man United. Ball over the top, Matoma, that first touch is crazy good. Yeah. And it's a tap-in from Minte. And you think about Matoma and Minte, they're the types of players we used to see at Man United. Flying wingers, brilliant on the ball. I mean, this is, you know, Brighton, the keeper. He takes risks, you know, he tries to play out. But Steve, they had one shot on target in the game. Yeah. One. And obviously Bruno scores a penalty, but they don't look like scoring. They concede 2 and 3 to men every game. Yeah, I know it's not just about the 3-4-3. You just got to be harder to beat.
It's not so much about the system. People obviously want to talk about the system and that, but I mean, if you're not willing to run and compete, you know, even here, you know, can you stop the cross? You don't. You know, you speak about the goalkeeper, could have come there. Matoma at the back post scored goal from Brighton's point of view and that, but again, it's just so easy to play against. People not getting close to people, individual mistakes, you get punished at this level. And it seems to be every game. And I think sometimes if there was a case of, you know, you're at home in a case of like missing chances and you think, OK, at least we're creating chances, but if you don't even look like scoring one shot on target, it's not right.
If you were a current Manchester United player listening to your manager say that you might be part of the worst group of players in Manchester United's history, would that motivate you? Would it bother you?
To be fair to him, I don't think he meant them. I think he meant they're the kind of the most underperforming team they've seen.
You're part of that team then, in the dressing room?
Look, I think the thing people like about him is the fact that he's honest.
Is he too honest?
I think at the moment he's probably a little bit too honest, yeah. I think everybody respects it because Ten Hag kept coming out and saying, oh, well, you know, we're doing well, and they weren't, and it annoyed everyone. Whereas I think now Amorim's coming and he's going, right, you know, yeah, you know, there's anxiety and there's all these things, fine. But actually, if the team needs to play better, because he's being open with the press and with everyone, and it's true, we can see it. But I think also he needs to also protect the group a little bit, because they're not performing better with him being as open as he is.
Well, actually performing worse than under Eric Ten Hag in terms of points.
Arguably, yeah.
Well, the points they are.
Yeah.
It's taken less points.
But I think Eric got kind of labelled with no identity. We don't know what they are. So obviously Amorim knew that coming in. So he said, well, this is how I play, 3-4-3. But actually to change a whole system in a season from a back 4 to a 3, and you can see it doesn't really suit the
with
boys
somebody
right now.
else's players. I mean, do you have a degree of sympathy in the fact that he has walked in and inherited these players. He's not signed one of these players to play his way.
1,000,000%, of course. I think everybody has... People had sympathy with Eric. People had sympathy with Ruben, but still...
Well, Eric had spent plenty of money, to be fair.
Yeah, but if you're 13th and you spend all that money, and I think he said, 10 games? We would have expected him to win more than 2 or 3 of
3 wins from 11, and it is 11 points from 33.
And the City one, OK, was a great finish, but could have drew or lost that.
But 11
easy.
points from 33.
Yeah, it's not good enough, whatever way you want to... And I think him coming in, we thought, right, we're excited, got a clear identity, he's positive, he plays the right way. But I'm not sure the personnel that he has, which isn't his, is suited to play in...
So what are you saying? He should use someone else's personnel to play another way that he wants to play? Why
don't we just find a way to get some results right now? We'll get you some of your players in the summer, get rid of a few, and then you can play that way maybe. This isn't about... Look, I really like Ruben. I think he's going to do brilliantly. This isn't about him. This is about Manchester United getting results. It's not about a 3-4-3. It's none of that. It's about, can you find a way to get results? They're not getting results. So find something. Pep didn't win the Champions League, because he was a bit too open in the Champions League. What did he do? He went to a back 4 centre-backs, Pep. And what happened? He won the Champions League. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with adapting, Steve? I respect him for having an opinion on the 3-4-3. It's not working. Can we just find a solution so we can get to that space when we can get you your players where the wing-backs are the difference point? Because right now, if Southampton are playing through you and Brighton are playing through you, can we find something in between maybe in the short term?
What do you think?
I just feel like it's a tricky one because obviously they're conceding goals and they don't look like scoring. I don't think he's going to go against how he plays. I don't think he's going to change the system. He's not going to play 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1 because, 3-4-3, that's his system. It's just, he's got to obviously try and find a way to first look like you're going to score and create. Of course, the players have to take responsibility as well. You need more quality. Apart from Ahmed, really, who else would you say that's really looks like doing anything? At times, you watch Ahmed play and you think, I'm sitting there thinking, you're too deep. I'd like you closer to the goal. Bruno Fernandes. But the game today, it just, throughout the game, they didn't deserve to win the game. Didn't create enough. And without the ball, just not good enough, too easy to get through.
Big 3 points away from home this afternoon at Old Trafford. You must be delighted with the result and the performance.
Yeah, of course, we are happy, very happy. And we was a bit disappointed about the Christmas time, period, because we didn't get more points, And we come back in 2025 very good, with confidence. And we are happy with 3 points today.
The last team that won here at Old Trafford 3 in a row is Man City. What a team and what a club. What is it about the stadium that makes you, as the away team, to give you the edge? You look very comfortable here against United.
But depend of player, me, it's a good ground. Good fans here. It's hard to play here, And but today I think we stay very, very calm today. I think confidence and just for why sometimes we don't have to be stressful, and play our football. So today was okay.
Delight for Brighton. We said it was poised at 1-1 at half-time and anything could happen, but the unthinkable did happen for Manchester United again. 4 defeats in 5 home games, and the goals they gave away in the second half?
Dreadful. Just dreadful, honestly.